So we finally reached a point where Instagram, a place where a lot of us consume too much of our time at. By the way, while we're promoting Instagram, let me go ahead and plug mine. If you're not doing anything right now, you want to follow me on Instagram, @itsmrtaliaferro, right above you. I'm about to start doing some giveaways for the holiday season. You want to be following my Instagram, @itsmrtaliaferro, for more updates on how you can win free stuff this holiday season. Now, back into what I was saying. Instagram, the likes, they're about to start removing them. Yes, Instagram made the announcement. I was watching an interview with the CEO, Adam Mosseri, and pretty much he was explaining why Instagram has started removing the likes that other people get. They're going to remove it from you. So you can't see how many likes someone else has got, but you can still see how many likes you got. Now, Adam is claiming this is all an attempt to make Instagram the safest place on the internet, was his direct quote. They've already started removing likes from countries like Brazil and Canada and other places around the world. But for the first time next week, they're going to bring it to the United States. They're going to start in specific locations and kind of work their way all over. Again, you will be able to see how many likes you got. But in regards to if I want to see how many likes that you got, I can no longer do that starting next week in specific locations until they kind of branch out and make it all around the United States of America. I want to give my opinion on this, but I want to start with two people who get a lot of likes on social media. Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. I saw that they both were vocal about Instagram's decision to remove likes, and they both kind of took two different perspectives on it. I think they were kind of getting at the same thing. So we're going to play a clip from Nicki Minaj on her IG Live, and Cardi posted a video as well of what they think of Instagram removing likes from other people's vantage points.
So basically, no. Instagram is about to take away everyone's likes simply because they don't want you to go off on the side, forming all sorts of businesses and being able to say, you know, I get this amount of likes, and charging brands. They want you to have to pay them. See, if you pay them, then that's why we have all these sponsored Instagram posts. And that's why we changed up not having Instagram posts in chronological order. Remember they did that first? So they had to shuffle it real quick to let you know you ain't the boss. And now, that is why. So you guys that build your businesses by saying, hey, this is the amount of likes I get. Now those companies will have to go, instead of going to you, and they will have to go and pay Instagram so they can have a post that says sponsored. They can have advertisement, and they're paying for that now instead of to you, to Instagram. And so we have to start looking at, as a community. Thank you, Kels, because this is some real ass shit. We have to start looking at what we do as a community and think about, ultimately, whose pocket is this money finna go into? Now, and is Instagram wrong for that? They're thinking to themselves, oh, well, I'm giving you all of this access on my y'all ain't gotta pay a dime, and y'all could just make yourselves famous, and the record labels don't have all the power anymore, and this one don't got all the power, and that one don't got all the power.
Hey guys, so I look real fucked up right now. I look like a chopped cheese sandwich, but I really wanted to make this video because, you know, there's something that we could debate about, but it's like, it's just my opinion, so I really don't feel like I want to debate about it anyways. But it's like a big ruckus right now that the likes on Instagram are getting taken away. And it's like, this is my opinion on it, right? So from the beginning of Instagram, we had likes. And I feel like in the beginning of Instagram, everything was just so fun. People wanted to post their pictures, get likes. It was just a place where you could see pictures, and then it started to become videos. Where I think that Instagram got a little nasty and it just took a weird turn was when people started to like the comments, when they were allowed to like comments or to reply back to somebody's comments. That's when I feel like people started like to saying nasty things out of hand. Like people would post news about, I don't know, something fucked up going up in another country, and somebody would just say something so vile because they want a reaction, they want to have comments back. There's some people that don't have a life, so the only way that they can interact is arguing back with the people that's saying, oh, you're messed up for saying this, you're messed up for saying that. I see a lot of people dedicate their time into saying the most craziest, absurd shit on comments just for likes and comment backs. And I feel like that's what's messing up Instagram, and that's what's distracting people. And I feel like it also made people like not have a voice, not have an opinion. Like sometimes there could be a topic, and if the comments is favoring to something, I feel like people are gonna feel bad when they have their own judgment, or they have their own thinking, but it's not going with what the comments are saying. So if anything is affecting Instagram right now, I really feel is the way that the comments have been done or have been changing these past few years, because I feel like people been saying the most weirdest shit, been starting the craziest arguments, been starting to raise pay, all because of comments, because they want to get to the top, they want to get the most reactions. And that's what I feel. The comments affect more than the likes. Well, talk to you guys later.
So I really wasn't 100% on board with what Nicki Minaj was saying. I thought Cardi made a couple of good points. I think overall Nicki was saying that Instagram's trying to take back the control that people are starting to have with their businesses. I don't think that's 100% true. Instagram is saying, look, we got a lot of people committing harm to themselves, and we're looking at some of these suicide notes when people killing themselves. And what we're seeing is people are saying, yo, I wasn't accepted on social media. I wasn't getting any likes on my photos. People are literally changing their faces to get more likes on their social media account. So to combat what Nicki said, she was like, Instagram is trying to take back the control. You can still, like, let's say you got a nice little 10,000 followers, right? And you're partnered up with a brand. You can still show that company, yo, this is how many likes I do. You know what I mean? This is how many likes I do per picture, per video. Look at my engagement rates on what I got going on my platform. This is what my numbers are. I can give them to you personally. But I will admit this, to give Nicki Minaj a little bit of credit. I think it will make companies have to really go look for people nowadays. Like if you can't see the likes and the views that people are doing, I think it's going to mean companies are going to have to do more work. And from that side of it, I do understand what Nicki's saying. It's kind of Instagram taking back the control, but I think it's much deeper than that. People are really losing their mind over Instagram likes. We spend entirely too much time on our phones. Have you ever went into your phone? Every week they do like the screen report, how much time you spent on your phone, and you can break it down the app, just see how much time you spend on each app. Look at how much time you might spend on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. It's crazy. At least for the most of us, at least. Now, Cardi said something different, and I like what Cardi said. She said, I don't believe it was the likes that really made Instagram a dangerous place. What I believe what happened is when, the comment section went up a notch. And what she's meaning over the last few years, Instagram switched their comment structure, right? So now if somebody comments on your picture or your video, people can like their comment. And that increased negativity, because let's call a spade a spade. Trolls create attention, right? And somebody comes under your your picture, like for Cardi, right? I see a lot of people comment under her pictures. Y'all smell something when she posts a picture. Now that's definitely disrespectful to Cardi B, but those type of comments attract likes. and people make a living off trolling comment sections. That's literally a thing. I think Cardi's on to something, saying, yo, take it a step further, remove likes from the comment section. I'm not sure if Instagram is going to unveil that with this plan or not, but one would assume that would be ideal, not just to remove the likes from people's posts, but take it from under the post as well. That would make a lot more sense. Again, I actually like Instagram removing likes because to me, I think it puts the focus back on the content. Right, I do believe people are doing numbers. A lot of people out there, not everyone, like, you know, just because other people see that people have liked this post, so they just want to fit in with the crowd. Let the content matter. Let the content speak for itself. And I'm not saying if you're beautiful, don't post a picture. Or if you're a handsome guy, don't post a picture, right? If you're a beautiful young lady and you know you get a lot of likes, still post that picture. If you a dude, you know, you show your abs, all that shit, still post that picture. But let's see who really likes the picture for what it is, not just because what they see other people doing. If you're a content site, if you deliver news on Instagram, you know what I mean? Whatever you do, you deliver jokes on social media. Let's not just be followers in a bunch and let people follow you or like your pictures just because everybody else is doing it. Now we're going to really see who has real engagement, who really commands attention on social media. So I think overall, this will help. But there definitely going to have to be apps that help companies know who's doing what from a social media standpoint, because I think companies are going to have a hard time realizing who's doing what, who's really popping, even with the numbers behind it. I still think companies are going to have a hard time filtering who really has clout in the culture. Hopefully this removes a lot of spam users as well. I'm interested to see how this works out. It works out for a guy like me. I feel like I put good content in the atmosphere, but I ain't Shamar Moore. I ain't freaking Idris Elba, right? I ain't no sex symbol. So it helps somebody like me. You know what I mean? And I'm in a relationship, so I ain't really promoting sex out there. You know what I mean? So it helps somebody like me because my content gonna go through the roof. I'm just be real with you. That's gonna help me 100%, especially when we promote my Instagram right now. But somebody who's more or less a young lady, she's a pretty face, she might be pissed about this because now she's got to work harder and actually produce content that compels. What y'all think about Instagram removing likes? Y'all let me know. Cardi B and Nicki Minaj gave their opinions. Now I want to hear from the people that support yours truly. I thank you guys so much for the time, love, support. I don't take it for granted. Salute. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
Got the kids, they tuned in.
We locked in right now,
Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Shout out to Mr. TALIAFERRO.
Watching Mr. TALIAFERRO TV.
Mr. TALIAFERRO TV.